I feel really underdressed because you got the shoulders out, man. I'm really intimidated by the shoulders. We were going to a party.
There was a chance I was going to meet someone.
Alright.
So, Triple X Xander Cage, which we just saw like an hour ago.
You signed up for this one.
I did. I saw it on purpose because I thought that it would be good in the way that a Triple X movie is good. And it was.
It was fine.
It was fine
for
Triple X.
It was. You go in there. You know what you're getting. You know why you're here. It's like a peep show. Like you know why you put that 25 cents in.
I mean, in terms of like plot. I mean, they tried.
Cyber warfare. It's basically. It looked like a PS2 console that was like handheld. I really feel like that was a device, but it could control satellites, and the whole plot was someone was using these satellites to crash down like warheads on Earth.
So there's a thing, and people have the thing, and other people want the thing. That's how life works as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
The people that wanted the thing included Donnie Yen. That's the only dude I remember.
This other dude.
This other guy.
What was her name? Toni Collette also wanted the thing. So about what the movie actually is about. So explosions.
Yes.
Also in the first 10 minutes of the movie, Vin Diesel skis through he just skis through a jungle, through trees.
Yes.
Like just skis. It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger's one-liners were just sprinkled all throughout the movie.
Yeah, I guess throwback to the nostalgia of from the first movie. There's definitely. Is it a spoiler if I say who shows up? Because it was in the TV spot.
If it was in the trailer, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah. So Ice Cube, there's a callback to that as well. He shows up. When you like the whole he fell asleep in a room full of women, so you know what happens. Everybody got pleasure. I'm like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're sexual innuendos.
Vin Diesel is like, he is. I'm not mad at him, but he's thoughting his way across the globe.
Yeah. How did you get that undercover work? I was undercovers. Do you understand
with the women, because there was a lot of things.
I feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying. I recorded it as well. It was all consensual. It was all like, see my work. This is what I do for my country. Like, all right, man. Is this your Fast and Furious?
No, Fast and Furious.
Is your Fast and Furious? Okay. Is this like the B team?
This is Fast and Furious adjacent. I feel like he's like. I feel like Vin Diesel knows the Fast and Furious franchise is like grinding to an end. Because even in the trailer for Fast and Furious 8 that's coming out that we saw before this movie, they're driving on ice.
Yeah, the ocean, as Jordan once says, the ocean.
So, I mean, I feel like maybe they pushed that as far as they could. So he's setting up another franchise.
This is definitely another franchise setup.
There was fight scenes everywhere. There's random fighting everywhere. There's also random parties everywhere.
Oh, yes. It's spring break everywhere.
These are the happiest, just sipping cocktail criminals I've ever seen in my life.
But there was a code check for that party, but everybody still had guns, Glocks, grenades, knives.
But no clothes.
No.
What other characters has he played?
Groot doesn't count because...
No, let's give him Groot.
Okay, we're doing Groot.
All right.
Okay. Well,
but he's like, I like being muscular, I like fighting people, and I like blowing shit up.
I like other people to know that.
I'll do it in a car. I'll do it in space.
Yes.
I'll do it on skis in a jungle, but that's what I'm here to do. They said the words Xander Cage were said so many times. Like in your real life, you're not like Omar Holman.
I need to be. I need to start being like that.
2017 has to be the year of shameless self-promotion. Yeah. Nicole Homer's
Nicole Homer's here? Nicole
Homer's
you're
here.
The Nicole Homer? The Nicole J. Homer.
And then just smile, because that's what he did.
Yeah.
Also, a thing that I like, and this is a real thing, is there was moral ambiguity of who's a bad guy, who's not a bad guy, what counts, and that's related to the nationalism and the patriotism.
Xander.
Foreshadowing. My nephew, whenever he asked, is that a bad guy? I'm like, villains are always heroes in their own head, so it really depends on your definition of what's good and what's bad. Everybody's always doing right in their own sense. And he's still confused about that.
I want a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, I don't. I'm hungry now. You've been talking for 50 minutes. I don't. Okay.
But we're keep getting the moral ambiguity of characters, and specifically characters related to the government and related to soldiers and related to fighting for what is good and fighting for your country. Like, we got that in Rogue One really recently.
Well,
like, I mean, that's like, so you're a rebellion and you're doing good things, but your rebellion is comprised solely of people who are running away from their past because they did horrible things. And I used to be a bad guy, and then I worked for, the Empire, and now I've switched sides. We get that in Avengers Civil War, where we're trying to do this really good thing, and it's really well-intentioned, and yet mass casualties. And so how do you handle that? And it seems like that's a really, I think, a really useful shift.
You weren't expecting that in-depth analysis from a Xander Cage movie, were you? Change your perspective. This is what you get.
Low budget.
This is what you get.